In ancient Mesopotamian mythology, the Anunnaki stand as towering figures. These deities, considered gods by the Sumerians, are said to have come from a distant planet called Nibiru. Nibiru, often referred to as the 12th planet, follows a long elliptical orbit around the Sun, only passing through our solar system every 3,600 years. The Anunnaki boasted advanced technology and knowledge that surpassed anything known on Earth at the time. Delving into their lore, we find that the Anunnaki were a powerful and hierarchical society. Their pantheon included a range of gods and goddesses, each with specific duties. The supreme deity was Anu, the sky god, who ruled from Nibiru. His sons Enki and Enlil played crucial roles in the Anunnaki's interactions with Earth. These deities were attributed with the creation of humankind and the establishment of early civilization. The arrival of the Anunnaki is shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Texts like the Enuma Elish and the Atrahasis epic provide glimpses into their mythology. These narratives depict the Anunnaki as both creators and destroyers, whose actions shape the destiny of Earth and its inhabitants. Their technological prowess and perceived immortality made them objects of reverence and fear. The Anunnaki's impact on human history is a subject of great debate and fascination. Their legends suggest a profound influence on the development of early human societies, from the establishment of agriculture to the construction of monumental architecture. Understanding the Anunnaki and their purported origins provides a tantalizing glimpse into a possible ancient extraterrestrial connection. Among the Anunnaki, Enki, also known as Ea, was a god of wisdom, water, and creation. Tasked by his father Anu, Enki embarked on a mission to Earth with a specific goal: to mine gold. The Anunnaki needed this precious metal to repair their planet's failing atmosphere. Enki's journey was not merely a quest for resources, but a pivotal moment in the interaction between gods and humans.
Upon my arrival on Earth, I surveyed the land with a keen eye. I marveled at the planet's abundant resources and diverse life forms. However, I quickly realized that the task of extracting gold from the Earth's crust would be immensely challenging. The harsh conditions and the immense labor required were beyond the capabilities of the small Anunnaki contingent that had accompanied me.
Enki established his base of operations in the region known today as the Persian Gulf. Here he constructed Eridu, considered one of the first cities on Earth. This site became the hub of the Anunnaki's mining activities and a center of innovation and experimentation. Despite the initial setbacks, Enki's determination and ingenuity drove him to seek a solution to the labor-intensive mining process. In these early days, Enki's observations led him to a profound realization. The Earth teemed with potential, and its native species, although primitive, held promise. Enki began formulating a plan that would not only achieve the Anunnaki's objectives, but also leave a lasting impact on the planet's evolutionary trajectory. This marked the beginning of a series of events that would forever alter the course of human history. The quest for gold on Earth proved more arduous than Enki had anticipated. The Anunnaki workers, though advanced in technology, were few in number and unsuited for the grueling labor required. The harsh climates and the endless toil took a toll on them, leading to discontent and rebellion. It became clear that a new approach was necessary to achieve their goals without exhausting their own people.
I pondered the possibility of creating a workforce that could endure the harsh conditions and carry out the laborious task of gold mining. My thoughts turned to the native hominids inhabiting Earth. These beings, though primitive, possessed the physical attributes necessary for labor. I envisioned enhancing these creatures to create a new species that could serve the Anunnaki.
With the assistance of Ninhursag, the goddess of birth and fertility, Enki embarked on a groundbreaking experiment.
Using advanced genetic techniques, we combined our own divine essence with the genetic material of the native hominids. This process resulted in the creation of the first humans, called the Adamu. These beings were capable of understanding instructions and performing complex tasks, bridging the gap between gods and beasts.
The creation of humans marked a turning point in the Anunnaki's mission. The labor force required to mine gold was now in place, and the Anunnaki's burden was significantly lightened. Enki's vision had become a reality, and the Adamu quickly adapted to their roles. However, this act of creation also sowed the seeds of future conflict, as different visions for humanity's role and treatment began to emerge among the Anunnaki. The creation of humans was a monumental achievement, one that showcased Enki's ingenuity and compassion. The Adamu, the first humans, were a blend of divine and earthly essence, designed to fulfill the Anunnaki's labor needs. Enki and Ninhursag's collaboration resulted in beings who were not only strong and resilient, but also capable of learning and adaptation. This marked the dawn of a new era on Earth.
In their initial stages, these early humans worked under our guidance, primarily in the gold mines of southeastern Africa. They toiled diligently, extracting the precious metal that was so vital to our mission. I observed their progress with a sense of pride and responsibility. I saw in them more than mere laborers. I saw potential and a reflection of the divine spark.
As generations passed, the human population grew, and they began to spread across the land. They developed rudimentary forms of communication and basic social structures. Enki, ever the teacher, imparted knowledge to them, enhancing their capabilities and ensuring their survival. This nurturing approach set him apart from his brother Enlil, who viewed humans with a more utilitarian perspective.
Enki's fondness for humanity was not without its challenges. The demands of the Anunnaki leadership and the differing views on human treatment created friction. Enki's compassion often clashed with the more rigid and authoritarian stance of Enlil.
This tension would eventually come to a head, leading to significant and dramatic events that would test the bonds between gods and their creation.
Enki and Enlil, though brothers, were often at odds over the fate of humanity. Enlil, the god of air and storms, held a more pragmatic view. He saw humans primarily as tools to be used for the Anunnaki's ends. His focus was on efficiency and order, often leading to harsh measures to ensure compliance.
Humans are tools, nothing more. We must maintain strict control to ensure our mission's success.
Enki, on the other hand, viewed humans with a paternalistic lens, valuing their potential and well-being. This fundamental difference in perspective led to numerous conflicts between the brothers. Enlil's strict policies often incited unrest among the human workers, who, despite their divine origins, began to seek more autonomy and recognition.
These humans have potential, brother. We should nurture them, not oppress them.
Enki, ever the mediator, frequently found himself defending the humans and advocating for more humane treatment, which only deepened the rift with Enlil. The tension reached a peak when Enlil proposed a drastic measure to address the growing human population and their increasing demands.
They have become too numerous and uncontrollable. A great flood will reset the balance and restore order.
Enki was horrified by this proposal. Despite their differences, both brothers understood the gravity of the situation. Enki, driven by his compassion and sense of justice, sought to protect humanity at all costs. Enlil, unwavering in his conviction, believed his plan was necessary for the greater good. This clash of ideologies set the stage for one of the most dramatic episodes in their shared history, testing the bonds of brotherhood and divine duty. Enki's compassion for humans often placed him at odds with the Anunnaki leadership. His empathy and foresight led him to take actions that were sometimes seen as rebellious. He believed that humans, despite their initial purpose as laborers, deserved to thrive and evolve. This belief drove many of his decisions and actions, shaping the future of humanity in profound ways.
Humans deserve more than just toiling for us. They have the potential to create, to learn, to grow.
One of Enki's most significant acts of defiance was his decision to teach humans essential skills. He introduced them to agriculture, enabling them to cultivate the land and sustain themselves. He also imparted knowledge of medicine, astronomy, and architecture. These teachings were pivotal in the development of early human civilizations, laying the foundation for advancements that would echo through the ages.
Here, let me show you how to plant these seeds. This knowledge will help you feed your families and build your communities.
Enki's efforts did not go unnoticed by his fellow Anunnaki. While some viewed his actions with suspicion, others saw the potential benefits of a more educated and self-sufficient human population. However, Enlil remained a steadfast opponent, believing that Enki's actions undermined the Anunnaki's control and jeopardized their mission. This ideological clash continued to fuel their rivalry.
Your actions are reckless, Enki. You are jeopardizing everything we have worked for.
Despite the opposition, Enki remained steadfast in his commitment to humanity. He formed close bonds with many of the humans he taught, seeing them as more than mere subjects. These relationships further deepened his resolve to protect and nurture them. Enki's compassion and vision for a harmonious coexistence between gods and humans set him apart, making him a revered figure in both Anunnaki and human history.
We can coexist, brother. We can build a future where both gods and humans thrive together.
The increasing tensions between Enki and Enlil culminated in a series of conflicts that threatened the stability of both the Anunnaki and their human creations.
Humans are becoming too independent, too self-sufficient. We need to assert control, and I will take the necessary measures.
Enlil's frustration with the growing independence and self-sufficiency of humans led him to take more drastic measures to assert control. This authoritarian approach only served to deepen the divide between the brothers.
From now on, there will be harsher labor conditions and stricter controls over all human activities.
One of Enlil's most drastic actions was the enforcement of harsher labor conditions and stricter controls over human activities. This led to widespread suffering and discontent among the human population.
I cannot stand by and watch this mistreatment any longer. Humans deserve better.
Enki, unable to stand by and watch the mistreatment, continued to advocate for their rights and well-being. His actions often put him at direct odds with Enlil's decrees, leading to numerous confrontations.
Humanity has become too powerful and uncontrollable. We must restore balance, even if it means a great flood.
The situation reached a critical point when Enlil proposed a catastrophic solution to what he saw as the human problem. He argued that humanity had become too powerful and uncontrollable, posing a threat to the Anunnaki's dominion. His plan was to unleash a great flood to cleanse the earth of humans, thereby restoring the original balance.
No, this flood will cause unimaginable loss and suffering. I cannot allow it.
This proposal shocked and horrified Enki, who vehemently opposed it. Enki knew that the flood would result in unimaginable loss and suffering. Driven by his deep compassion for humanity, he decided to take a stand against Enlil's plan. This act of defiance would mark a turning point in their relationship and set in motion a chain of events that would test the resilience and survival of the human race. Enki's resolve to protect humanity, even at great personal risk, highlighted his enduring legacy as a benefactor and protector. The decision to unleash a great flood was a pivotal moment in the saga of the Anunnaki and their relationship with humanity. Enlil, determined to carry out his plan, gathered the support of other Anunnaki leaders. The flood was intended to be a divine reset, cleansing the earth of the burgeoning human population and restoring the Anunnaki's control.
I cannot let this catastrophe happen. I must warn Utnapishtim.
However, Enki could not stand by and let this catastrophe unfold. In a bold and secretive move, Enki reached out to Utnapishtim, a righteous and wise human.
Utnapishtim, a great flood is coming. You must build a massive ark to survive. Here are the instructions.
He revealed the impending disaster and provided detailed instructions on how to build a massive ark to survive the deluge. Enki's guidance included the construction materials, dimensions, and the need to gather pairs of animals and provisions. This act of defiance was a direct violation of Enlil's decree, but was driven by Enki's unwavering compassion.
We must act quickly, gather the animals and provisions. We don't have much time.
As the floodwaters began to rise, Utnapishtim and his family, along with the gathered animals, boarded the ark. The deluge that followed was catastrophic, sweeping away cities and civilizations. The devastation was immense, and the survival of humanity hung by a thread.
Enki's betrayal will not go unpunished, but the deed is done.
Enlil, upon discovering Enki's betrayal, was furious, but the deed was done, and the ark rode out the storm. When the waters finally receded, Utnapishtim and the surviving humans emerged into a changed world. Enki's intervention had ensured the continuity of human life, albeit in a reduced and scattered form. This act of salvation cemented Enki's legacy as a protector and benefactor of humanity. The flood, while destructive, also marked a new beginning, with humans determined to rebuild and thrive despite the odds. S1. Humanity will rebuild. They will thrive once more. In the aftermath of the Great Flood, the dynamics between the Anunnaki and humans shifted significantly. The relationship, once defined by domination and labor, evolved into one of mutual coexistence and respect. The survival of humanity, facilitated by Enki's defiance, left a lasting impact on the Anunnaki.
We must accept this new reality. Humans have proven their resilience.
They recognized the resilience and potential of humans, leading to a gradual withdrawal from direct governance. Enlil, though initially furious, eventually accepted the new reality. The Anunnaki focused on their original mission, extracting the remaining gold needed for their planet Nibiru. However, their interactions with humans became less frequent and more symbolic.
We will leave behind knowledge and tools to aid their advancement.
Temples and ziggurats were built as places of worship and contact, allowing humans to honor their divine creators while managing their own affairs. The departure of the Anunnaki was not abrupt, but a gradual process. They imparted significant knowledge and left behind tools and technologies that would aid human advancement. Enki, in particular, continued to guide humanity from afar, ensuring that his teachings were preserved and passed down through generations. His influence was felt in various aspects of human culture, from agriculture to governance.
Our legacy will endure through the ages.
By the time the Anunnaki fully withdrew, humanity had taken significant strides in establishing its civilizations. The legacy of the Anunnaki, especially Enki's contributions, became the bedrock of many ancient cultures. Myths, legends, and religious practices echoed the stories of these ancient visitors, embedding their legacy deep within the fabric of human history. The legacy of the Anunnaki is a tapestry woven with threads of myth, history, and speculation. Their influence on early human civilization is evident in the monumental structures, advanced knowledge, and societal systems that emerged in ancient Mesopotamia and beyond. The stories of Enki, Enlil, and their divine kin continue to captivate and inspire, offering a window into a world where gods walked among men.
My role in the creation and nurturing of humanity stands as a beacon of compassion and foresight.
Enki's role in the creation and nurturing of humanity stands out as a beacon of compassion and foresight. His defiance in the face of impending catastrophe ensured the survival and continuity of the human race. This act of heroism is commemorated in various flood myths found in cultures around the world, from the Epic of Gilgamesh to the biblical account of Noah's Ark. These narratives underscore the enduring impact of Enki's legacy.
Our departure did not mark the end of our influence. We laid the groundwork for future human advancements.
The departure of the Anunnaki did not mark the end of their influence. Their teachings and technologies laid the groundwork for future human advancements. The knowledge of agriculture, metallurgy, and astronomy, among others, can be traced back to their guidance. The ziggurats and temples left behind serve as enduring symbols of their presence and the profound changes they brought about.
Our story continues to inspire and captivate.
Today, the Anunnaki remain a subject of fascination and debate. Scholars, researchers, and enthusiasts continue to explore their myths, seeking to unravel the mysteries of these ancient visitors. Whether viewed as gods, extraterrestrial beings, or allegorical figures, the Anunnaki's story offers a compelling narrative of creation, conflict, and legacy, reminding us of the intricate tapestry of human history.